What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's RobFuz in the house. How's everyone doing? I see people waving back there already. Disney Dan in the house, my man. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, back from the dead, it's Caesar, my man. What's going on, Caesar?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Dan? How's it going, guys? How's it going, everyone?
Yeah.
Hey, Caesar, what's up, buddy?
Just a little impromptu. Is that the word? Pub talk. I hope people can join us.
Yeah.
What's that? Who's that? WW Zacher? What's that? Hey, Liam. Oh, it's your buddy Liam. Oh, cool.
What's up, Liam?
Noah, what's going on, brother? Kay, what's going on?
In.
How's it going, guys? We're kind of a pub. We're waiting on some friends here in the pub, ladies and gentlemen. So Brandon and Adam's coming along a little later. And disclaimer right here, by the way, it is Mets opening day. I am wearing my Mets shirt. It's a little wrinkly. I apologize for the wrinkles. So what's going on, everyone? How's it going? Dan, we'll go around.
Hey, what is up? It's almost Easter. It's great.
Pub
it's
Talk
cool.
16. I can't believe we've done 16 of these already. So
16 of these bad boys, and I think I've been on 13.
Most of them. I think you've been on most of
Most of them. I think I was missing a first couple, but I feel like
5.
now on my regular spot.
Yeah.
I'm still a stranger to the pub. I've been on like 5.
Who are you?
Cool.
Because people in the chat. Oh yes, Zippity Doodad rocking the Hulk Hogan impression. What you gonna do when Zippity Doodad runs wild on you? I love it.
Nice. Zippity Doodah in the house. How's everyone doing? How's everyone over there? Crazy. We couldn't go live tomorrow. Dan could not make it tomorrow. I was gonna take the pub talk slot for my Frankie Friday, which there's no Frankie Friday. I think I still may come on. Maybe me and Adam will come on. We'll do something. I don't know, for the Frankie Friday spot, or I might premiere. Actually, edited my Madison Square Garden video. I did a little quick video. Came out really cool. I was finishing it, and maybe that'll premiere tomorrow. Something will be here tomorrow at 4:30. If not me, it'll be one of my videos premiering, whatever. So, definitely check out my partner channels. Check out my power channels. Sponsored by D&G Explorers. They're listening, driving to work. Thank you guys for being our burp sponsor. And go ahead, Dan, take it away. What's going on? Tell us about your channel. You definitely should check out Disney Dan and Caesar. They have channels. Definitely check those guys out. Links are down below. But go ahead, Dan. A little promotion there. Go ahead.
Tomorrow, Disney Food Friday is back once again.
Any hint?
And trust me, I had so much fun filming and editing this video for tomorrow. It's literally full of bloopers. Because I just couldn't get the name of this snack right, and I kept referencing a very old YouTube viral video that everybody knows. Like, even if you're like living under a rock, you'll know this video. And it's the snack is from Hollywood Studios. Spoiler alert. And it's gonna be a fun video tomorrow. With lots and lots of bloopers at the end, which is gonna be great. And then Saturday, Disney Fiasco episode 46. Yes, 46, something like that.
It sounds like that. Around.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Thank you for everybody who came out last weekend. The technical difficulties were horrible, but I realized I was using Safari and not Chrome because
Figured it out today.
AKA always use Chrome. But yeah, channel's been growing. We're nearly at 1,200 subscribers, and everything's going good.
Cool. Caesar, any plugs? You've been streaming here and there, so your camera looks good. It looking good.
I don't know. I guess I'd plug my second channel.
Time out.
What?
Caesar, I really missed you, buddy. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you guys too.
Caesar's back, ladies and gentlemen. I love this kid. So I've been ribbing him and everything, but it's good to see you, buddy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
I haven't really been streaming or anything. I'm actually working on a video for my main channel, but I decided to come on here instead. Procrastination. Yeah, so much fun. I guess I'll just plug my second channel, the gaming channel, if anybody wants to go watch me play Minecraft, which is something I still enjoy. Hashtag do not at me, whatever. But yeah, I've been excited. Like, I don't know if we can get it to a different topic, or Rob, are you gonna plug yourself, or I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot to mention too, in 2 weeks, not tomorrow, next Friday, I'm going on the Bon Jovi cruise, believe it or not. Runaway to Paradise. We are going to the Caribbean. I'm really excited. I'm working, but I'll be on the cruise. And my normal time slot, 4:30 next Friday. Next Friday, I'm gonna attempt it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna stream from the boat. They're gonna launch Friday afternoon. We leave, but before the boat leaves, I'm gonna be my normal time slot next Friday, 4:30. D&G Explorers are gonna be proud of me. I'm gonna get tips from them. From Derek's been giving me some tips, and Gregory, they've been giving me tips on cruise and everything. And I'm gonna try to stream my normal time slot for that hour. I'm gonna be streaming from the boat. It is a Norwegian cruise line, so I'm excited. Yeah, so there's my plug. That's really it.
We got Steve's World's here. What's up, Steve?
Steve, Steve's been really kicking ass
as well. Ruth Metcalf.
Ruth is on the cruise too, yeah.
And you're streaming from an exotic place of the world, and hopefully next week I will be as well, because I will be on vacation to Cyprus, which is near Greece. And I'm going to try out my new gimbal and stream from there, hopefully. So it's the nice white beaches of the Greek islands and Cyprus. So that should be fun. Might go to some ruins as well, which is kind of cool. So, yeah.
Speaking of gimbal, I'm bringing this bad boy on the cruise. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's a little Osmo Pocket. I'm going to be filming on the cruise and everything.
You know what that reminds me of? You know when you go to get your eyes tested, the opticians, and they shine it in your eyes and like look at the light, look up above.
I had to make the sound effects so it went on me. It does. It looks cool. It's so tiny though. This thing is so cool.
I love it. It's great.
I can't wait to play with it. So yeah, but you can't live stream it.
Camera, though. That's an awesome camera.
Yeah, I didn't even tell Caesar. I just got this, and I'm excited. Can't wait to use it.
Nice.
So what's going on? What's the topic? I'm sorry, Dan. I interrupted
Joker.
you. The Joker.
Well, we got a couple more people in the chat. We got Luca.
Hey, Luca.
And the Lucky Minute.
Luca's going on the cruise too. Luca, you going to come live stream with me on next Friday? Luca's going to be there. I think Ruth will be there too. So we'll see them in the live stream probably. They were on my. Luca was on my one in I'd live stream from when I was in Australia in Sydney. So he was on that one. So hopefully you guys can join us.
Nice. Well, before we get into WrestleMania, should we talk about the Joker?
Yes,
yeah, I haven't seen. I'm embarrassed. I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know anything about wrestling, so I'm just hanging out. I'm just here to drink. So,
well, Caesar, do you want to take the reins for the Joker?
I don't know if I'm prepared, because I'm just gonna like stutter on all my words, but I'll do my best. So the Joker trailer just dropped about yesterday.
Yeah,
it is still #1 on trending today. It has over 15 million views, and oh my god, this is definitely not your mom's Joker, right? This is not Jack Nicholson. This is not Jared Leto. I think it's going to be on par with Heath Ledger's Joker. All right. So I don't think it's going to be like a funny, goofy Joker. This is not going to be like your regular Batman. It's definitely going to be a super like artsy, emotional Joker. And like you already see clues of it in the trailer. So if you haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. You see he's like taking care of his mom. And I'm calling it now. I think his mom's gonna die. Like he's taking care of her, and then she like passes away, and then he goes insane. I think it's a perfect setup.
Pushes him over the edge, right?
Yeah, and then like there's a scene where he just gets like super skinny. Like you ever seen Christian Bale and was it The Machinist? He looks just like him. He's like super skinny right there. Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's gonna do an amazing job. I really do.
You know, I'm a massive fan. Like, granted, I'm a Marvel guy, but I love Batman. I just love the whole Batman universe, even in the comics, the animated series, the villains, and then the Dark Knight trilogy as well. And like Heath Ledger's always been my favorite Joker, followed by Mark Hamill in the animated series. But looking at this Joker, I'm like, holy, like this could be like the best. It could possibly top Heath Ledger's Joker. I can't.
Maybe. I haven't seen it yet. But I think it's definitely going to be at least on par. It's going to be way better than Jared Leto's. Just saying.
Oh, way better than Jared Leto's.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
Hey,
Brandon.
What's up, Brandon?
What's up, everyone?
What's going on, buddy?
Welcome.
I close the door before I forget.
But
yeah, go close that closet door.
But like, I love Joaquin Phoenix. Like, him in Gladiator as,
Oh, they're so good.
as Commodus is just, it's so good. Like, it's just an amazing performance. And every time I hear like, oh, he's going to be the Joker, all I see is like him as Commodus from Gladiator. It's great.
Oh, his laugh during like it's like a comedy show or something. Nobody
Yes.
laughs, and he just laughs. It was so good.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Same.
Very excited.
10 out of 10.
When's
So
that movie
excited.
coming out?
October. I hope it
October.
drops on my birthday.
You know, it's my happy birthday. I'm the first.
Oh, he's
I'm the
so
first.
good.
I'm on the 20th of October. Just hashtag shameless plug.
No, I said I was the first one to wish you a happy birthday. That's what I
Oh, thank you.
Zippity Doo Dad said he loved the trailer. It's Rob, you have to see this trailer, dude. It's
So
really
We should
good.
do a live reaction right now.
We've already seen it.
I think my favorite part of the trailer was it's like right towards the end where he's dyeing his hair and it's like dyed green, and then that music starts playing as he starts walking out in the hallway. He's just in the full Joker getup, the green hair, the face paint, perfect.
I
Loved
love
it.
the getup. I love the
Yeah,
look of it.
it's so good. I love
'Cause
it.
it's different. It reminds me a lot of Heath Ledger's mixed with maybe kind of like a Cesar Bonone Joker from the 60s Batman.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mix between those two. It just looks so good. Like, I'm so excited. Zippity Doodad says, my birthday is tomorrow and I have 10 a.m. flight to Disney.
Zippity doo dad, happy
Awesome.
birthday!
Happy birthday, buddy.
Woo,
Happy
happy
birthday!
birthday!
Don't whip on me, buddy.
Oh, so you're
Watch the
seeing
trailer.
a new. Whenever I join Pub Talk, you'll see a new poster on my wall. Got a Shazam poster when I went to see it at the
Yo.
early screening.
Nice.
Yo.
Hold on. Hold that up.
Dope.
Right, so how was Shazam?
Really, really good.
Better than us. Good.
Surprisingly, yes. Better than
Yeah.
us. Better than Captain
Really?
Marvel.
That's
But
awesome.
let's not kid ourselves, right? The superhero movie coming out this month. Like,
That one's gonna
Come
take
on.
the cake.
come on. Right.
Dan, do you have an announcement, Dan?
Well, with Endgame.
Yes.
What's great is that although I love all my, American family, I could spoil it for so many people.
I'm
because
telling you, please, for the love of God, spoil it for Brandon. Just
No.
Hey,
No.
So
I'm gonna
You don't
want
to know, you don't want to know if Brandon.
As the literal sin against man. Don't you dare do that.
I want to hear
here's what happened. So our tickets sold out like everywhere did, but the only tickets that were available were the double bill tickets, where you would watch Infinity War and then Endgame straight afterwards.
weird.
So
You sell out quick. I don't know.
those didn't sell because they're like really late at night. So on the 24th at like 8 o'clock, I'm seeing Infinity War, and that will run till nearly midnight. And then at midnight on the 25th, I'm seeing Endgame, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be in the movie theater for like 5.5 hours.
I'm
And
seeing
I'm doing the
Endgame twice
same.
opening night, so I'm gonna be there for
Wait,
6
hold on.
hours.
Breaking
so.
news here. What was that, Adam?
I said I'm doing the same as well.
Yeah, I convinced him yesterday to do it.
You guys go together?
No. We live at other ends of the country.
Welcome, Adam, my man. What's going on? AdamsLand. What's up, brother? You coming or what? What's going on?
I'll be there. I'll be there in just a minute, guys. I am here. I'm just yeah.
I just
Post
watched
Adam
the
right
trailer.
now.
Does look amazing, by the way.
Post Adam right now.
Hey, Adam.
So yeah, people in the chat. So lots of faces have just jumped in. We have Stacey Rogers,
You see?
Chris from
Chris.
Disney World Adventures, and practically Avenger anyway, R. Johns.
R. Johns.
I think R. Johns would fit so perfectly in the Avengers get up.
I think he'd look
Like I
awesome.
could see him with like the Infinity Gauntlet and like just making everybody in Disney World bow down towards R. Johns. I think that could work. I don't know, R. Johns, what do you think, buddy? And I promise we'll be talking about WrestleMania in just a minute, but
Are we ready?
Oh, hey Dan, if you ever want to spoil Endgame, spoil it for our friend Sean.
hey, he's not my friend. He's your friend. So.
He's Caesar's friend too.
Caesar's look-alike?
No, that's
No,
Nathan.
that's Nathan.
Oh,
No,
that's
we're talking
Nathan.
about
That's
Sean.
right. I'm sorry. Got confused.
We're going to be talking about what in a minute?
WrestleMania.
Argos could have been a great Doctor Strange, just waving his hands around making stuff happen. Oh,
Hey, is
man.
Adam's camera on?
I don't think it's on purpose. It's not on purpose. So.
Arjun said, "What about that Joker trailer?"
Yeah, we're
Yes.
just talking about it. It looks great. I just
ranted about it for a couple minutes. I could go again.
So good.
So good.
Do you think
Rob, did you see
Batman will show up?
I just saw it. Yeah, I was playing
Thoughts?
it before, so it looks amazing. It looks really good. So
That's right.
I love Arkham Asylum growing up and everything, the comics and everything. So
Yeah.
it looks really cool. So it kind of reminded me a little of that. So
Do you think Batman will show up?
I bet you by the end. Yeah, I bet you by the end.
I doubt it.
You
No.
I
doubt
heard
it?
he was like a kid in this one.
Okay. Kind
Well,
of like
Spider-Man's not in Venom, so right? Maybe they don't need him.
I mean, yeah, maybe we don't need the hero. Forget
Did
the
you guys
hero.
watch
It's all
Gotham?
about the Joker now.
Did you watch Gotham?
Did I watch Gotham? A little bit.
Yeah, I watched seasons 1 through 3, and then I gave up.
I got to Jerome, and then I got bored afterwards. Not that he was a bad character, but just afterwards, I was like, all right.
The show got boring. So, but yeah.
17 likes, 1 dislike. Thank you so much. And so don't forget, hit that like button, guys. I appreciate it. Definitely helps the channel. So
18 people here.
yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys, for joining us. You know, that's why I said always subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell, because you never know when we're going live. So we just kind of decided we couldn't do it tomorrow. So we said, I want to get this in today. I want to find out about WrestleMania. So
Yeah. So are we starting on WrestleMania?
yeah. Have you guys ever been to MetLife Stadium?
Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted.
You know, Terry's on his channel. So.
Oh my god!
What you gonna do, brother?
That's awesome. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, Adam with hair. I love it. What's up, buddy? Adam in the house. Adam.
I thought if it was WrestleMania, I had to do it right. So, you know. What is going on, people?
Time out. Can you dress up like that every pub dog?
Oh my
I can dress it like this whenever you like, Rob. If this is what you're into, I can dress it like this for you.
Hold on. I want to everyone say cheese. I want to screen capture this. Cheese. All right, I'm going to share that out. So. That is awesome.
I just want to let everybody know that we knew nothing about this.
I know.
They did not know a thing about this. So.
We did not. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. Halloween came early. Oh, gosh.
I can't
Oh my God, that was
The sunglasses mean I can't even see the chat. So there we go. Right. Yeah. I thought I'd make the effort. So yeah. So we're talking about WrestleMania then? You know, I wasn't going to
No, I should have come as Macho Man and we could have been the Mega Powers.
Oh, yeah, dig it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
35. WrestleMania 35.
Tweeted
Wow.
that out. I had to tweet that picture out. That was awesome.
If that doesn't get us like the like buttons, I don't know what will. Like you
Well-
guys need to.
Well, you
play
just
that.
went from 17 to 20, so I'll claim that as a 1, 2, 3, and a victory.
Did you add us on that, Rob? Or
What?
did you add us on that, or
Not that one. No. The other one.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So yeah, WrestleMania 35, which is coming from MetLife Stadium. I've never been to MetLife, because obviously, for obvious reasons, for not living in the US. But Rob, I'm assuming you're the one who's closest to MetLife.
Yeah,
right?
MetLife's amazing. I was there. Bon Jovi actually opened up MetLife Stadium. They played 2 shows. I was actually there They did a press conference, I think 6 months before they even opened. So it's really cool, really nice state of the art stadium. It used to be Giant Stadium, then it was MetLife Stadium. The Giants and the Jets play there, so it's kind of weird. They convert it like it's either green or blue, and they have Jets and Giants everywhere. So it's a great stadium. I've seen many shows. I saw you two there recently.
Nice.
It's very cool. It's a very cool stadium. So to have in a wrestling event there, it's just I was looking at it was kind of fun. You see, I don't know when they were there last, but WrestleMania, like the ring is
29, WrestleMania 29, so 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was so tiny, that little wrestling ring. It set up a big stage behind it and everything. It just looked phenomenal last time they did it. So
well, what's crazy is like they don't make the rings any bigger for WrestleMania. It's all the same ring. So whether you're in Madison Square Garden or MetLife Stadium, it's always the same ring.
Regulation, whatever.
Yeah, it's always the same, square foot across. So I'm assuming it's quite a small. Like everyone's got their eyes on this tiny little ring. But obviously they have these massive screens around the stadium to see all the action from inside the ring, obviously. But I can only imagine. I've always wanted to go to WrestleMania. I don't know, Adam, have you been to WrestleMania?
I've not been to Mania. I've been to events in the UK, but I've never been to Mania. It's on the to-do list, definitely. I always said I wanted to go to one of the rounded numbers, so like WrestleMania 30, 35, 40. So I guess I'm gonna have to wait another 5 years now. But yeah.
Well, WrestleMania 30 was a big one.
Yes.
with the Undertaker losing his WrestleMania streak.
Look at this guy. I can't get over him. Look at him. Who is that guy? Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry, guys.
I'm missing out something perfect right here.
So yeah, this costume was I wore this at Download Festival in when was that? That was 2000 and I want to say 2013, something like that. Yeah, 2013, or maybe it might have even been 2015. They did a fancy dress day, and it was they always do a fancy dress day on the Friday with a theme, superhero or a rock star or something. And one year they said, "Go as your favorite wrestler." Obviously, there is only one favorite wrestler. It's the Hulkster. So I decided to go, and a bunch of my friends dressed up as wrestlers as well. And I actually tweeted a photo out, and Hulk Hogan himself retweeted it while I was dressed like this. So, I'll try and find that photo for you guys as well. So
He's probably like, "Hey, that's funny, brother. I'm gonna retweet that."
but yeah, so like this has just been kind of stuffed away in my wardrobe for ages. And as soon as I knew that we were doing a WrestleMania pub talk, like literally about half an hour before we were going on air, I was like, I need to dig out the costume. So, yeah, thought I'd surprise you.
It's great. So yeah, should we just run through WrestleMania weekend and just discuss? Because I know some of us aren't wrestling fans. I know a lot of people in the chat are wrestling fans. But this year is the first year where we have two former UFC champions in WrestleMania, which is quite, new and different. And I think this WrestleMania is going to be around 8 hours long. So it's a lot of wrestling time. You have NXT TakeOver, which I definitely would recommend. If you guys haven't seen NXT, it's on the WWE network. It's kind of like their development brand with all the upcoming wrestlers, and they're just phenomenal. Like they are just, it's just an amazing show. You get a lot of the UK brand, so NXT UK, and so if you have the WWE network, I would definitely check out NXT TakeOver, which is on Friday, so tomorrow, which is gonna be awesome. And then the Hall of Fame on Saturday, headlined by D-Generation X, which I'm assuming a lot of you have heard of. DX.
Where do they do that? They do that in the stadium too?
No,
so they'll do that at the Barclays? Are they doing it at Barclays?
Okay.
I'm not sure where they're doing it, but it's normally an arena just down the road, isn't it? So, it's normally not far from the arena that they're hosting Mania itself. So
okay.
Yeah. And then WrestleMania is on Sunday, and it's going to be 8 hours long. And in the UK sense, we're going to be up till God knows how early in the morning.
It's normally like 4 or 5 a.m. by the time it finishes. Isn't
it's
it?
kind of like the Oscars, where we're up till the late hours of the morning. So yeah.
What's up, Sam?
Has anybody seen probably apart from Adam, anyone seen a full WrestleMania show? Brandon,
It's been years. I used to watch it when I was a kid, but sure.
who was like your favorite wrestler growing up?
Always the Hulk, just like Adam. So
Yes.
I'm gonna ask Caesar because I'm intrigued.
Don't. I'm like, no, don't ask me. I'm running away.
Just
I
say
don't
Hulk
watch
Hogan.
wrestling.
Just say Hulk.
Yeah,
Everyone knows
not like Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan.
I'm just gonna agree with my friend right there, brother.
Believe it or not, I'm a big Andre the Giant fan when I was a real little kid, so I thought he was awesome. Just
I liked him in Princess Bride. Does that count?
Yeah,
That definitely counts.
sure does.
Definitely.
Lucas
counts.
saying Ultimate Warrior, Expedition Theme Park. Sam saying Undertaker, Ultimate
Nice.
Warrior, Zippity Doodad. So okay,
Come on, guys. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, the new
I can't-
upcoming.
I can't think of a more athletic superstar than him. He spent an entire hour in the ring doing a full wrestling match and against 5 or 6 different people.
Well, we'll obviously come back to Seth Rollins because he's going up against the UFC champion Brock Lesnar in the main event. Well, duo main event, which is going to be interesting. But let's run through the card. Let's start run through the card. Probably I'll be taking most. Rob, am I okay to take most of the using this?
Dad show.
So
Here we go.
let's start off with the pre-show where they have the women's battle royal. The thing is with the battle royals where they put all the women in the ring and all the men in the ring, it's just to get all the wrestlers on WrestleMania card, even though they probably don't deserve it because they haven't done anything all year. So they have a women's show on the kickoff show, which is the pre-show. But then the first real big match is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So this is really nice, actually. I quite like this. Although it's getting the wrestlers in WrestleMania, it's kind of an homage to Andre the Giant. Because, he was a massive wrestling icon. He kind of was, apart from Hulk Hogan, he kind of brought wrestling into the mainstream back in the 80s and 90s. Right.
Yeah, he was the larger-than-life athlete, wasn't he? So, yeah. And they use this match to springboard one wrestler who's kind of been low on the card all year to give them a push going into the next year of wrestling, I guess, don't they? So
I mean, you've had winners like The Big Show, Cesaro, just some really. I mean, you've had what's the Patriots Gronkowski?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually been in the match. Shaq's been in the match. You do get some celebrities jump into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I know 2 guys from SNL are going to be in the Battle Royal this year. So it's gonna be interesting. But Michael Chi and Colin Jost, they're from SNL, are going to be in the Battle Royal. I don't know who I'm going to choose to win the Battle Royal. I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman because he's 7'5". He's the biggest guy in the ring. He's got a lot of hype around him. But it's quite nice to do an homage to Andre the Giant. So yeah,
that's this year, the Andre the Giant thing?
Yep, that will be probably the first match on the card.
That's awesome.
So,
by the way, I love the way Adam is not putting down the belt. He's just holding that belt up still. He's holding it proud. That is awesome. So,
pub talk. Oh, he could be like the pub talk champion or something.
That's right, brother.
I love it. It's too funny. Go ahead, dude.
So, any thoughts on the battle royal? I'll come to Adam and Brandon first because obviously you guys will probably most likely watch WrestleMania out. I don't know if Rob and Caesar will watch it, but
do you know what? I grew up watching WWE, WWF as it used to be back in the day. So yeah, I grew up watching that and always look forward to WrestleMania every year. I haven't watched it probably since last year's WrestleMania, to be fair. So, but normally I do get really excited with the wrestling from the build up from Royal Rumble up through to WrestleMania. I haven't caught any of it this year, but I'm going to have a blitz this weekend, just catching up the necessities for some of the storylines. And then, I think I'm going to tune into Mania because it's great. Why not?
How much does it cost?
To watch on pay-per-view?
Yeah.
What to watch on pay-per-view? I think it's like $18.95 over here or something like that. So,
but you can get it on the WWE network for like $9.99. So it's
$9.99.
Just $9.99.
It used to be
Remember when
so
they-
expensive.
Yeah, but I think an actual like if you go to WrestleMania, I don't know how much tickets are, but they're like in the hundreds. Like it's really expensive. So and like I think like 100 to 200 is like for the really crappy seats, like really like right at the top. You won't see anything from the ring, like nothing. And I think the front row is thousands. So it's like going to the Super Bowl, I guess.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
guess
Jackie.
Hey Jackie, what is up? And Road Trip Dave is here. I bet Road Trip Dave's gonna be watching WrestleMania because he says he choke slams that like button. So I'm assuming he will be watching WrestleMania.
Somebody needs to leg drop that like button. Leg drop that like button, brother.
Expedition Theme Park says £20 on pay-per-view, £10 for a month on the WWE Network, which is exactly what it is in the UK, which is awesome. Next match on the card is the Cruiserweight Championship, which I think will steal the show, between Buddy Murphy, the Australian, and Tony Nese. These guys just fly around the ring. Like, honestly, these guys are under 205 pounds. They just springboard off the ropes. You'll see moves like you wouldn't believe. And this Australian guy, Buddy Murphy, was in developmental for quite a long time, and now he wanted to prove himself to be a legit, wrestler, and he's done an amazing job. And if there's one like match that people are really going to overlook, but will like steal the show, or how good this match will be, I'm going to go with this Cruiserweight match. Brandon, what do you think?
I think Buddy Murphy's going to retain.
Yep. He's a good heel. He's a good bad guy. And I just think, he's having a great run with the title. So, and I would ask Adam his thoughts, but Hulk Hogan has
What?
Cruiserweight title match. I don't know if you.
If he does, if he does a costume change, I'm gonna lose it.
That match is finished now. I've come back as Stone Cold instead.
He's changing all the characters as he goes along.
He's unbelievable. Not sure about that shirt, but all right.
It's a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt, so it's in keeping with it's in keeping with.
Adam, you need 2 cans of beer.
That's not a problem.
He's got it.
That's not a problem for Adam. That's so funny. You guys are awesome.
Okay, here we go. Tag Team Championship SmackDown. Usos, Ricochet, Aleister Black, The Bar, Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Fatal 4-way. Going to be chaotic. Just this is going to be a nuts match. These are all the best teams, I would say, in the WWE right now. And it's a fatal 4-way, so I don't know if it's just all hell's going to break loose with this match. So what do we think? Do we think Usos are going to retain? Do we think Ricochet, Aleister Black?
I want to say Usos. I want to say Usos, but
I'm going to say. Right, sorry. Go ahead, Adam.
No. I want to say Usos, but I'm fairly out of the loop at the minute. So I've not caught up with the tag division for a while, so I don't know. I don't know how the run.
I think it's safe to go with the Usos, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I'm going to say Usos retain. So
there's a major delay on my end. I'll be right back. I'm going to rejoin the call to see if that fixes the delay.
Okay, dude.
I would also put Ricochet and Aleister Black because they just won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and if you watch NXT. They were in NXT and won. Dusty Rhodes, who was one of the most legendary superstars of all time. He had a big part in NXT, and Ricochet and Aleister Black won his inaugural tournament called the Dusty Tag Team Classic. So maybe they will give the tag team titles to Ricochet and Aleister Black. So I don't know. It could be a very interesting match. Fatal 4-way. Brandon, you were going to say something?
I think the NXT upcomers need to take it. Ricochet and Aleister Black.
I've always seen them as a solo acts because they are both very different to each other. But I think because they've had a lot of momentum and people are really getting drawn to them.
Would winning the tag belts though springboard their careers? Yeah, because a lot of people use tag teams to springboard their careers. Look at the Hart Foundation and what it did for Bret the Hitman Hart. Look at the Rockers and what it did for Shawn Michaels back in the day. Look at
Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Daniel Bryan and Kane. The Hardys. The Hardys before they went the separate
Dudleys,
ways.
Edge and Christian.
Yeah, Edge and Christian. Yeah, so the Shield. Yeah, like Brandon said. So it could be that they're going to use the tag division to springboard their careers, and it could be that the Usos put them over. So.
Well, because they also have a match. Ricochet and Aleister Black also have a match against the War Raiders on NXT TakeOver, and we got some nice red glasses.
What?
Is Rob getting on the act now?
Oh yeah.
He's coming to the Rockers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I like nice. I like Road Trip Dave's comment, by the way, and that's the bottom line because Adam said so.
But it's kind of sad to see Shinsuke Nakamura in this match. He was in the title match last year against AJ Styles, and now he's fallen way down the card and in the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It's a shame, but I think Shinsuke will go. It's a waste of time because if you guys seen Shinsuke Nakamura in Japan, he's like the most charismatic character I've ever seen, and then they bring him to WWE and they completely ruin him. So
don't they do that with a lot of wrestlers though?
They do, which is a shame. It's a shame. This might be a little bit more people's speed. Kurt Angle's final match in WWE. Kurt Angle's final match in WWE against Baron Corbin.
What the hell?
Yeah. So people were really angry by this because, people have heard of Kurt Angle before. He was an Olympic gold medalist. He actually won a gold medal at the 1992 Olympics.
96, wasn't it?
96 Olympics in Atlanta. And then he went to WWE and he became a massive star. Kurt Angle is an absolute legend. And for their final match, they put him up against Baron Corbin, who is kind of irrelevant. Like, Kurt Angle is one of the best of all time, and they're putting him up against this guy. I just don't really...
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't understand the decision on that one. When I saw the card and I saw that Kurt Angle's last match was against Baron Corbin, I wasn't... Of all the opponents they could have picked, they could have given him an epic match. You think of some of the matches Kurt Angle's had down the years. And
Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels was a great one. Shane McMahon.
Shane, yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. But I've got a funny feeling this match won't happen.
I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of I'm hoping there's going to be some sort of interference or some sort of
no. I have a strong feeling
sort of three-way.
No, I have a strong feeling that John Cena's first ever match. Bearing in mind, Cena's not on the card yet.
Yeah, it could
be. Cena's first match in WWE was against Kurt Angle. Cena's not in WrestleMania just yet, although he is confirmed, apparently. I could see him taking Baron Corbin's spot and having Angle versus Cena in WrestleMania.
Even that, I mean,
I would take that.
I get it as, I would take it over the current match that's billed. I get it as far as it was Cena's first match, so why not Angle's last match? But at the same time, again, I still think he could have a better opponent than Cena. And don't get me wrong, I love Cena. I know a lot of people dislike John Cena. But I don't know. I think Angle could have a better.
He's had the last couple of weeks he's been facing off against all of his favorite stars. Like, he's actually requested to go up against wrestlers who he's had a close relationship with, close friendship with. But I really don't. There's been so much back. Even if you look at the backlash of this match being announced on Raw, it has like a third likes and 2/3 dislike on that video after that announcement was made, because people did not want to see Baron Corbin go up against Kurt Angle in his last match. So it's and also, let's be honest, Kurt Angle's in his 50s. He's not going to put out a 5-star classic, but I'd rather have him go up against Cena or somebody who is a little bit more notable than Baron Corbin. So
yeah, I would agree with that, and I would take Cena over Baron Corbin. Don't get me wrong.
So that's my opinion.
Imagine if they put Cena against Undertaker again this year.
Oh, I would hate that.
Well,
Oh
we'll
my
take
God, that
Taker's
so
obviously
bad.
Taker's not on the bill, is he? So, which
He might show up.
yeah, I mean, obviously he has been wrestling in this past year, so I'm hoping because for me, I mean, I know obviously Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania, but I would love to see Taker fight one more match.
With Michaels.
Yeah, I with Michael. I mean, they were the best matches of all time. The 2 matches that Undertaker fought against Shawn Michaels were the
Unreal.
best matches of all time.
Unreal.
For me,
WrestleMania 25, Michaels, Undertaker, best match of all time.
yeah,
Putting it out there.
definitely.
It was amazing.
So, yeah, and I would love to see some. I mean, obviously Taker's not the same animal that he was, but for me, he is obviously with the streak that he had and everything like that. He is Mr. WrestleMania. Obviously, that's Shawn Michaels' title. That's Shawn Michaels' moniker. But yeah, Undertaker equally deserves that title of Mr. WrestleMania.
100%.
For the streak he had, and even after he lost the streak, and he lost 2 fights at WrestleMania, I think in the end.
He's 23 and 2.
23 and 2, yeah.
He lost the stupid Reigns.
Oh,
Or
don't
yeah,
get-
to put him over.
Oh yeah, Stacey
We'll get
Rogers.
to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Stacey Rogers says most emotional match: Shawn Michaels versus
Oh.
Ric Flair. Stacey, yeah, I'll be honest. The moment Shawn Michaels kind of picked up Ric Flair and he was building up the Sweet Chin Music, and then he kind of said to Ric Flair, "I'm sorry, I love you."
I love
for
you.
delivering that super kick. And then he hugged him like with tears in his eyes after pinning him 1, 2, 3. I was gone as well. It was that was the most emotional moment I think I've seen at any WrestleMania. So
And like that moment, look, I was never a big Ric Flair fan. I didn't really see too much of an appeal to Ric Flair, but when I saw that match, and I just knew how much it meant. Like, you knew Ric Flair was special, and you know, you're going up against arguably the best of all time. Just, it was an intense motion. Like, just that last sequence was just, honestly, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, next match, The Miz, my good old buddy The Miz versus a heel Shane McMahon in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
I
Wait,
don't
Miz is a
understand the
face now?
billing. I don't understand the billing of this fight.
Okay,
Because
so
Shane O'Mac wrestles obviously for nostalgia reasons, and
which
I
is
love
why it's a Falls Count Anywhere match, because he's going to jump off MetLife Stadium. That's what he's going to do.
I love seeing it, but I guess other than his fight with the Undertaker the other year, which was a story I think just to give Undertaker a match,
Yeah.
that he could legitimately win again, given that we all knew Taker was close to retirement and people thought he was going to retire when the streak ended. I think Shane O'Mac's kind of primary role these days is to put someone over at WrestleMania. Now, The Miz doesn't need putting over. The Miz has been in the business for years and years and years. And The Miz has had probably his best run when he was champion, close to a decade ago? You know, so The Miz isn't going to get put over to go on some amazing career-changing run. Why have they built this match? I don't get it. I think with The Miz, I've really got to like The Miz a lot. I think he's a much better heel than he is a face. I do not understand why The Miz is a face, because he's just a very bland baby face. He's a very good talker. He's very good on the mic, but he needs to be a heel, and Shane isn't really a heel. Like, he's not. Vince McMahon is a heel. Like, Triple H could be a heel. But Shane McMahon is just I feel like he's just too nice.
and it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Good night, Zippity Doodad. By the way,
Happy birthday, Zippity
Happy
Doodad.
birthday, Zippity
Happy
Doodad.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Zippity Doodad.
And my buddy Hulk Adam Hogan says, "Happy birthday, brother." So yeah.
Adam Hogan.
Hogan. Hulk Adam.
I'm gonna go with the Miz in this match. Because, like you said, it's Shane putting people over. But honestly, I just don't. There's going to be a massive stunt because Shane jumps off everything. So whether that's going to be the top of the building, or he's going to jump off a crane, or he's going to jump through a concession stand. Shane McMahon is going to do something crazy, and that's why it's a Falls Count Anywhere match.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Shane
anyway.
McMahon to win this one because he's not putting somebody over. He doesn't need to put the Miz over. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the logic to me. It seems a bit like it's almost like the second Shawn Michaels Undertaker match. Once the retirement stipulation came in, there was nothing to gain from Shawn Michaels from taking the streak. So you knew it was going to be that Taker was going to end Shawn Michaels' career. That was, that kind. The writing was on the wall. So I don't know. For me, what is the Miz going to gain from going over on Shane in this match? I don't understand what he is going to gain. Obviously, Shane's in the final throes of his career now. I just see Shane taking this one.
Brandon, sorry.
No,
My thoughts.
I thought you were gonna say something, but then.
Okay, is Miz a face now?
Miz is a face, and Shane is a heel in this, which doesn't sit right with me because I think any wrestling fan's eyes, they're always going to see Shane as a face over Miz. So,
because Miz is a heel, Miz is he's so good as a heel. Why? I don't get why he's now a face. It just doesn't make sense. He's so good as he was so good as a heel, but I don't know. What was that, Rob?
I say I have so many questions, but we can't even go there. It's too much.
Ask away, my friend. Ask away. Because
what's his heels and I don't get the heels.
A heel is a bad guy. A baby face is a good guy. That's just the wrestling terminology to determine who is over with the fans, who the fans are going to likely cheer for. The baby face, often the underdog in a lot of the matches. The heel is the bad guy.
That's a wrestling term, or is that a British term?
No, that's
no. It's a
okay. I'm just checking because I sometimes I get confused with you guys.
Yeah, no, that's the wrestling term, and
right, cool.
it's just how the terminology they use to determine. Instead of saying the good guy and the bad guy.
Yeah,
copy that.
You ask any questions you want as well, because maybe some of our viewers maybe are not big wrestling fans, or maybe they've not watched it for a long time, and maybe they maybe they might be struggling to keep up as well. So ask as many questions you like because we can answer them. So
look at Brendan.
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
What?
My screen froze like that, so it's
nice.
Oh, if that would be perfect with the Hulk Hogan bandana on still, because it's like
yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Miz. The Miz to win this fight, but I know Shane may come out on top. The next match I think is completely pointless. I don't know why it's on the card. It's the Women's Tag Team Championship with Sasha Banks and Bayley, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, Nia Jackson, Tamina Snuka, and the Iconics. To be honest, I couldn't care less about this match. I would rather go and get a drink or something to eat and skip this match. So Sasha Banks and Bayley, they're the champions. Beth Phoenix and Natalya. Beth Phoenix coming out of retirement. Nia Jackson to Tamina Snuka, who both should be, not in, they shouldn't be in the WWE because they can't wrestle. And the Iconics, the Australian tag team. This is the Women's Tag Team Championship, and it just
either the title's not going to change hands or it's going to go to the Iconics. That's my
I think it's going to go to the Iconics as well because they have been just losing every single match, and I feel like it'll be a big upset. So, to be honest, I really couldn't care less about this match, if I'm honest. So, yeah. Let's skip over because let's talk Rey Mysterio. I'm sure everyone's heard of Rey Mysterio. Rob, you must have heard of Rey Mysterio. Really?
I don't know what Rey Mysterio.
Caesar, you must have heard of Rey Mysterio, no?
Yeah, I actually heard about him. You know, maybe it's because I'm Mexican, but they're like, "Oh, look at this masked wrestler, Rey Mysterio." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah,
So,
he's like
definitely heard of him.
He's the most iconic lucha libre Mexican wrestler. Like, he was the guy everyone looked at back in the day. Because he always used to like fly around the ring. He used to jump off things. And he always used to take on people twice the size. Hey, Juan Rodriguez, what's up, pal?
Hey, Juan.
So Rey Mysterio is going up against Samoa Joe. Both these guys go way, way back. This is for the United States title. I feel like Adam's just changing his shirt every single time.
I had to go for another beer, so I thought I'd go for another costume change as well. Why not?
So Adam, just to catch you up, Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe for the US title. It's going to be a good match.
I think that's going to be a great match, and
I'm going with Joe to retain.
I'm going to go with Samoa Joe. Yeah,
this guy Samoa Joe is around 300 pounds.
Although
he can move like a.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Rey Mysterio obviously had a great push a number of years ago when he won the title, and he never really got that amazing push again afterwards. Obviously, once he lost the belt, he suffered with a lot of injuries. His career struggled to recover. He then left the WWE, and I think a lot of people thought that was it for him. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought thought he was done then. He's done very well to actually earn himself another contract in the WWE. So this could be his big moment to come back and
if you look at what he was like in 2006 to what he looks like now, he looks like he's 10 years younger. He looks incredible for his age, and he moves like he used to when he was in WCW in the 90s.
Yeah.
But I feel like because he's a veteran, I feel like he would want to put Joe over. Joe has been losing a lot. Samoa Joe has been losing. So I reckon
Samoa Joe's been losing a lot, then that would.
I feel like Samoa Joe will win.
Yeah, he's
and retain his US title against Rey Mysterio. Though Rey Mysterio is apparently injured, so maybe we'll get a replacement. Maybe we'll get Cena in that position. Maybe we'll get someone else. I don't know.
All right, guys. I unfortunately have to go. My mom just got back from vacation with my brother, so I'm gonna go say hi to them.
Take care, Brandon.
Yeah, you too, guys. Hey, thanks for having me on.
Take care, buddy.
On Rob as always, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.
See you later, buddy. Take care.
Bye, Brandon.
It's supposed to be with you.
You too.
Oh, have fun at your convention if we don't see you. Oh well.
I
wanted to talk about that. Sorry, he's going to the Star Wars convention.
I know. I know. He's been talking about it so much.
It's not like he's counting it down on his Twitter.
Oh, he is.
He is. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, Steve's World says, "I hope not Cena," and yeah, that would be. I would like to see like a Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe fight, and I would be disappointed if Cena came in for that one.
Intercontinental Championship, the champion Bobby Lashley versus the Demon Finn Balor, which I am very excited about. This guy Finn Balor has probably the most creative demonic entrance since The Undertaker. It is incredible. Like he completely he just face paints himself from head to toe in like a demon kind of body paint, and it's kind of like his chest like opens up to look like a jaw, a massive jaw. Rob, look it up on Google. Look up Finn Balor face paint.
I'm actually looking at it now. I'm looking at it now on Google.
It's actually incredible. And this entrance is he kind of goes into completely different persona. Like he goes into this really creepy, like he crawls on the floor. He just does these insane, like, I don't know. It's kind of like he's possessed. It's like having The Exorcist.
That sounds really interesting. Like that actually makes me want to watch something of his.
I think this is a good thing as well, because WWE has missed characters like this for a long time. You think back to the 70s and early 80s wrestling. Everyone was there was just a name and maybe a sort of moniker with that name, but there was never really some proper characters in there until you got into the 90s, when the likes of the Undertaker came in, and later Kane and Papa Shango, and do you get what I mean? Like they started sort of there was always a few characters, but never many in the old days. And then sort of through the 90s and early 2000s, you had characters in there, with a persona, with you didn't know what they were going to do. And then you haven't really had that again in WWE since the Boogeyman, I guess. Like until you got what are they called? In recent years, my mind has gone blank. Fantastic wrestler, beards. It was like a family. The lights go out when they come out to the ring. The
Wyatt family. The Wyatt family.
Yeah. The Wyatts. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. And then that was when we finally got decent characters in wrestling again. Like which we hadn't had for a long time. But a lot of the newer influx that seems to come in, they just go by a generic name, like a first name, last name thing, and it doesn't excite me so much. So when you see things like this, the Demon Finn Balor,
well, I think
Demon, that's kind of what you want again. You want some character with a bit of mystery, I guess.
I feel like this is a big conflict with WWE and the independent scene, because if you're in the independent scene, you have full control over your character. And what the independents are stronger than ever. And Finn Balor, who used to wrestle in Japan, he had a massive control over his character. He would come out in like a coffin and have like his demon attire kind of associated with a character. Like he has dressed up as Venom. He's dressed up as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. Michael Myers. Like
it's funny you said Venom then, because Steve World said his paint reminds me of Venom.
Yeah, Venom. And when he came to WWE, he was like, right, he wanted full control of his character, so he kept the demon character, and now he's fighting against Bobby Lashley, who literally he's the most bland guy.
Exactly. Bobby Lashley's a nice. I've met Bobby Lashley in the UK in 2006, and he's a lovely guy. Like he's really nice, really friendly. But like you say, there's no character there. Yeah, exactly. There's and
he even has he's got a guy with him called Leo Rush. Leo Rush is with him that comes to the ring, because Leo Rush actually has a voice, a character to boost up Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley just stands there and does nothing. He's boring, and he's not even that good of a wrestler, if I'm honest.
And that's the thing with it's wrestling. We know it's not UFC or it's not boxing. It's there's an art of storytelling to it. It's sports entertainment, isn't it? There's an element of the athleticism, and then the rest is all in the telling of the story. So you've got to have a great character, to sell these stories and build up these feuds. And if you're bland as anything, it just the fans get bored and they switch off. So,
but speaking of not switching off, the next match is a biggie. Triple H.
How many more matches are there? How many matches total?
There's 6 matches left.
All right, so we're getting to the nitty-gritty here.
Nitty-gritty. This is the top matches now. Triple H versus a returning Batista. No holds barred. Triple H's career is on the line.
I actually know Batista.
Well, obviously it's Drax the Destroyer.
That's why I know him.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cam loves Batista.
You got Triple H, one of the best of all time, versus Batista. Now, there's no shadow in my mind. Like, we've been waiting for this match for years. We all know that this is Batista's last match ever in the WWE because he wants to go off and film Guardians of the Galaxy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
Which I'm really pumped for. So we know 100% Triple H is going to win this fight. But I am so excited to see Triple H versus Batista. These guys are an evolution together. They've had amazing matches in the past together. They actually fought at WrestleMania 23, so over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see Triple H, Batista, no holds barred with Triple H's career on the line.
I'm looking forward to this match, but there's an element. I do hope it's not Dave Batista's last ever match with WWE. I want him to have one more against The Rock. That's what I think. I think Batista.
They've never fought, have they? Have they fought before?
They did have a feud a long time ago, but never before they were both massive Hollywood stars. So I think that would be such. I think that would be a great sort of angle to have this.
Do you think they would do that though? The Rock and Batista? Aren't they too big of celebrities now?
I think they would promotion for a movie or something.
Yeah, Rock always said he wants one more match. So
yeah, I think the Rock versus Batista would be a great match. And one other match I always wanted to see but never. This is one I don't think Batista ever did fight. Was Batista versus Brock Lesnar, because when Batista first came out, he was like a beast who and that was Brock Lesnar as well. And I always thought that those two going against each other, but especially back when they were in their prime, I thought that would have been
the only time they fought was in the 2003 Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
where it came down to Undertaker, Kane, Batista, and Lesnar threw Undertaker over the top rope to win the Battle Royal, to win the Royal Rumble. And that was it. That's the only time they fought. And that was not even in a real one-on-one match. So Liam says they are having the Revival versus Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder for the Tag Team Championships. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not going to be a big main event match. But maybe Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder win the match. But I'm going with Triple H against Batista. I don't think Triple H's career is over just yet. I think, if there's anyone to retire Triple H, I feel like it's going to be, I don't know, Shawn Michaels or Randy Orton or someone like that.
Potentially, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Triple H.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of Randy Orton, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Now, this feud has been really good. The promos have been fantastic. This is just two guys going at it one-on-one, two of the best athletes in the industry. AJ versus Randy Orton. I mean, it's going to be a great match.
It's interesting because I'd like to think, if they're going to try and put somebody over, it's going to be AJ. But then he's been with the company for a couple of years, 2, 3, 4 years now, so maybe longer. Does he need putting over?
I don't think AJ needs the win.
No, exactly. Yeah, I don't think he needs putting over. So yeah, so
I'm not going to lie. On WrestleMania, I think every single person in that crowd would want to see an RKO by Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Randy Orton, even though I prefer AJ Styles. But
we've already got Steve's World and Captain Akron in the chat, both disagreeing though. So Steve's World's gone with Randy and Captain Akron's going with AJ. So yeah. I think that's one of those matches that is going to be difficult to predict, in all honesty. There's some that you look at a Mania card and you can only see one clear winner. And there's some where you look at them and you have no idea. And I think that's going to be one of the no idea ones.
Right. Do we have to talk about Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre? Because I'm going to rant.
No way.
And
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. Listen, Rob. I'm going to rant like crazy, like you would never believe if you.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan. Sorry to interrupt for 2 seconds. Steve has said, Steve has said, "Who is Rob going for?" Lol, and that's an interesting one. A bit like the Oscars, we should all predict our outcomes.
I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just here for the ride, Steve. Obviously, so
yeah.
I'm trying to look up information online there, but
hey, Jack, what's up, buddy? He's in Disneyland Paris.
Welcome, Jack.
So, welcome, Jack. Yeah, Disneyland.
By the way, Jack, we got a blackout win yesterday. Yeah.
After you left, Jack, we won. By the way, this guy right here was the winner.
Dan, Rob, and me, and we won as a team without a fourth person as well. It was quads, but we didn't have a fourth person.
We were screaming like little babies. It was great. So much fun.
Okay, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I just hate Roman Reigns. I'm sorry. I think he's just. He listen, this guy has been going on WWE has been trying to put this guy over for 5 years, right? 5 years. He's put everybody in front of him. Vince McMahon, Undertaker, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, everybody, and no one's been able to put him over. Then all of a sudden he has, for the second time in his life, leukemia. Now, look, I'm not an expert in cancer or anything like that, but I know a lot of people in my family, and my best friend had cancer, and I know it takes more than 4 to 5 months to recover, okay? This guy not only goes through leukemia twice, he films a movie with The Rock and does exercise. Like, granted, he may not have gone through chemo, but I'm sorry, to come back after 4 months, 5 months after you've had leukemia after filming a movie, I just don't buy it. And I know people will say, oh, WWE would never do that. I feel like they would do that. I feel like they would lie so they could put their man over because people were booing the bollocks out of him. Like, he's not a good wrestler. He's not a good talker. He's just not the guy. And people think he's the next John Cena, and he's not. And I'm sorry, I just don't think he deserves to be in this spot. And he's going to win because, he had leukemia, he's leukemia awareness, where you got a guy like Drew McIntyre, who honestly is one of the best wrestlers in the world. And you got this guy just coming in. I'm going to stop talking because I think
I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to agree with some of the things you're saying and disagree with some of the things you're saying. So, and we've had this talk before off air a few weeks ago, even. So, I mean, I know my dad's fought cancer twice, and one took a long time to recover, and one he recovered very, very quickly from. So, could it be done? Yes, it could. Do I think WWE would go down that route? No, I personally don't. I'm one of those people who doesn't think WWE. Right. I think they've got. Yes, they've done some they've told some shocking stories in the past, but I think that would even be a step too far for WWE creative to sell a cancer story. It would be far better known that it was just a story if they were going to take that angle. I do believe that he has battled an illness again. Could he come back that quickly? It would be a tall order, but it's not impossible.
It's not the fact that he came back too quickly. It's the fact that he went to go film a movie with The Rock. It's the fact that he was still training. And I'm sorry, if you go through an illness like this, you are going to feel very weak. And this guy is a big guy, right?
Yeah.
And to continue a workout like he does when he has his treatment, I'm saying it's not. I don't see that something doesn't add up, and I just feel like the only way WWE can get this guy over is to go something more important to him. And like for me, I do feel like WWE would sell it like this because WWE in the past have done stuff like this. They have, the Montreal Screwjob. Yes, granted that was such a long time ago, but they screwed Bret Hart, out of everything, you know, they've screwed a lot of wrestlers over in the modern day, you know, not giving them an opportunity.
There's some pretty heinous things that go on in that company still, and we know
That's why
that.
AEW is starting, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just think this, even for WWE standards, I just think this would be a step too far. So maybe an element of my doubt is more out of hope as well that they wouldn't go down that route. Is Reigns a good wrestler? No, he's a great muscle in the Shield. He's not a great in-ring worker by himself. I don't think so. I agree with you that the push that he's been getting isn't warranted necessarily. You know, he should be. You know, he's a great powerhouse, but that's it. He doesn't really have an amazing moveset or anything like that. That, you know, that entertains the fans that pay to go and watch, or that watch on the telly. And his matches shouldn't last longer than 10, 15 minutes, I guess. You know, he's certainly not worthy of the higher spot bills on the card as an individual.
He beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania just really annoyed me.
Yeah. But yeah,
I know. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, maybe we'll see a surprise in this one, and you know, because obviously Drew is
he's insane.
He's far improved from when he first joined the business as well.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So maybe he's getting the push that he deserves on the back of his career at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see.
We gotta let's do a speed round. Let's get through these last three matches because I know we need to wrap up soon.
I'm just gonna say as well. Mouse Talk's popped in, so yeah, and Waltz has said, "This will tell my age, but I was actually at WrestleMania 5, the Mega Powers collide in Trump Plaza, Atlantic City." So that's awesome. So yeah,
that would be insane.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Mouse Talk.
JC Rogers said, "I can probably find out if he really had leukemia. I'm friends with one of his cousin's wife."
Yeah,
I would really be interested to see.
Yeah, so and she's commented further down saying she lives 20 minutes from the Wild Samoans Training Center. The Rock graduated high school right down the street from where I live. Stacey, that's awesome. That's very, very cool. So, yeah.
And Road Trip Dave says, "Guys, this was a great convo about wrestling, as we call it down here. I'm heading down, heading home. See you, Road Trip Dave.
Cheers, Dave. Take care, dude. It's good to see you.
Speed round because I know we all need to be in other places. WWE Championship match: Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston, the New Day member. This is going to be a great match. I think Kofi has had the best run of his life. I'm going with Kofi.
Two fantastic in-ring workers. Who's the current champion?
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan is the current champion.
I think Kofi will win the title and then lose it on Raw. That's how I think it's going to go. I don't think Daniel Bryan will retain. I think the New Day will be involved. Predictions? I'm going with Kofi.
Interesting. Yeah, I think if you'd asked me a year ago, I would have never imagined in a million years.
I wouldn't have thought Kofi Kingston would have been in the main event.
Yeah. So when I read this a couple of weeks ago, I was very surprised. But yeah, I'm intrigued. Maybe they do want to give Kofi one title before.
He deserves it. He's been in the company.
He's been around a long time.
12 years.
And he's been one of the greatest entertainers, especially in the Royal Rumble matches.
Yeah.
Where he always came up with something new and innovative to not get eliminated from the match. Year on year, it was the Royal Rumble became what's Kofi going to do this year. So
he deserves it. He really does.
Yeah, maybe he deserves it, even if it's only for 24 hours, whatever. You know, maybe he deserves to hold the belt. So yeah, I mean, deep down as a fan, I would still want Daniel Bryan to win, but I wouldn't be disappointed to see Kofi go over. So,
and two more matches, both involving UFC fighters. Universal Championship match: Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar. As much as people hate him, I think Brock Lesnar will retain his title. I think Seth Rollins will put up an amazing fight, but there is the Saudi Arabia show coming up, and they would want Brock Lesnar going there as the champion. So that's just a business way talking about it. So, but I would love to see Seth win it, but I just don't think WWE will just drop the gun for that.
unless they did a rematch at Saudi Arabia for Brock to retain the title,
Maybe.
regain the title. Yeah, so I don't know.
Maybe.
I would like to see Rollins win it because Brock's had it
too.
for a long
He
time. So.
deserves it. Seth Rollins deserves it. He's great.
Yeah.
But the final match, this is the first ever
This is
women.
the biggest match, though. This is the
main event, the last match on the card, which is the first time ever. The first time the women have the final match on WrestleMania, and that involves Ronda Rousey, the UFC.
How did I know that?
legend, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. Now, it was really interesting because Ronda Rousey's the champion. She's the Raw Women's Champion because there's two brands. Charlotte Flair just won the SmackDown Women's Championship, and
So
Becky Lynch has been the biggest thing in WWE. She's been compared to Stone Cold Steve Austin because she's been just incredible, just defying the authority. She had an amazing Royal Rumble match appearance. She's just been amazing. And it's a winner-takes-all match, so whoever wins will win both the Raw Women's Championship and the SmackDown Women's Championship.
That sounds cool.
In a big triple threat match to end the show after 8 hours of watching wrestling. I'm going to go with. I'm going to hate to say this. I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter. As much as everybody hates her, I feel like she's going to upset the crowd. Ronda Rousey, we know she probably will be leaving WWE after WrestleMania because she wants to start a new life with her family. She wants to have children and etc. And I think Becky Lynch is going to be in the chase. The chase is better when somebody's chasing the titles than having the titles. So I feel like Charlotte and Becky will go on to SummerSlam. And we'll see Becky versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, and Becky will win the titles there. That's what I think. And it's going to be a very good main event. And
sounds cool.
That'll be interesting. I'm intrigued to know. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of talk about Ronda Rousey leaving straight after WrestleMania. I hope she doesn't, but I know it's likely that she will.
Yeah, I think she's had enough, if I'm honest. And
I do agree. Sometimes the chase is better, but at the same time, the pop at the end of WrestleMania is usually far better when the person everyone's rooting for wins the title rather than it's normally quite a.
It's like that Daniel Bryan moment on WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise it's a flat ending. If the heel goes over and it's the final fight, it's normally a very, very, very flat ending. And I don't think WWE want to end their greatest show of the year with a flat ending.
They have ended it with Roman Reigns many times. So
yes, but they always do that, anticipating that Reigns is going to be the face that goes over, and he just doesn't because the fans don't buy into it. That's the problem. So, but the creative always write that with the idea that Reigns is going to go over as a babyface. So, yeah,
love the terminologies. Babyface.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds cool, guys. You guys excited?
I'm pumped. I'm so excited.
You know what? Now we're talking about it, I'm more excited about it than I had been because I've not been watching it for a while. But I know as soon as we come offline here, I'm actually going to go and tune into some and play a bit of catch up. So.
Well, we've got Takeover tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. NXT Takeover tomorrow. We got the Hall of Fame on Saturday with headlining with D-Generation X, and then WrestleMania on Sunday, Raw on Monday, SmackDown on Tuesday, NXT on Wednesday. That's a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I didn't even do that. It's crazy.
So, and NXT UK as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's crazy.
So it's going to be a really fun weekend.
Enjoy. Hope you have fun. All right, cool.
Thank you for letting me take the reins. The Roman Reigns.
There's going to be no show because I don't know any of that stuff. Some of this stuff was familiar to me, but I just don't know that stuff, unfortunately. But it was fun, though, guys. Thanks. All right, guys. Don't forget AdamsLand, Ebony's little channel, my partner channel. Disney Dan, he's going live tomorrow. Disney Food Fridays tomorrow. He's going live on Saturday, 7:30 Eastern time. And, of course, him, T. Caesar, my man, multiple channels down below there. Check it out. The game channel. Thank you for stopping by, Caesar. We missed you. Don't forget RobFuz tomorrow, 4:30, and of course next week, 4:30 from the Bon Jovi cruise ship, Runaway to Paradise. I'm going to be broadcasting live next week. So thank you guys. Enjoy WrestleMania, Dan. Enjoy, Adam. Have fun. Can't wait to hear about it from you guys. And yeah, that sounds cool. And that final brawl match, whatever, it's going to be cool. I think I like Ronda Rousey, but hopefully, but you say if she wants to start a family, not looking good for her. So
Captain Akron's asked, will Cena show up? We have discussed that earlier on 2 different potential matches where he could show up. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It's cool. All right, and actually, Kay was thinking, I think it should be the triple match should be Dan, Adam, and Rob for the triple team championship. I agree with you, Kay. That'd be awesome. I'd be just like Call of Duty. I'd be knocked out first.
I was going to say we won the triple team championship in Call of Duty last night.
We did yesterday. Yeah,
we didn't have a full team, right? And we went on to win anyway. So
we were screaming. It was crazy. My son ran over and gave me kisses. He was so happy. So he's like, "Dad, you actually won! You actually won!" Too funny. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. Thank you guys so much.
See you, pal.
Thank you for taking the reins there, Dan.
Cheers, guys.
Everyone.
Cheers.
Caesar.
Cheers.
Last call. The pub is officially closed.
Last orders.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon.